Let's get into it. This sports talk, man. We got to get right into it, dog. Right into it. We're not gonna hold y'all hand or hold y'all up any much longer. Give it up for Shedeur Sanders, who has made it to the Pro Bowl, and we're gonna talk about how and why in a second. But y'all make sure y'all give it up in the comment section right now for Shedeur Sanders. Yes, indeed. It's just like the chat saying right now, God's plan. You know, you can't play with God, dog. And that's real. Yes, Coach Prime has said he got us covered. He got his family covered, got him covered, and definitely has his son covered in Shedeur Sanders. As we can get right into this news that was broken by Browns reporter Daniel Oyefusi. Make sure I say his name correctly. Shout out to Mary Kate also. But Tom Pelissero and the Schultz report also reported this NFL insiders that Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders has been added to the Pro Bowl games roster. Now, let's talk about why this matters. First of all, as I pull up my video slideshow of Shedeur Sanders, but this is going to boost his profile, his league profile, his professional profile, so to speak. It's going to help with the contract leverage down the line for Shedeur Sanders to have this on his resume, on his in his bio, so to speak. It adds the credibility to his NFL trajectory. Like I said, that contract leverage down the line. This is huge for young QBs moving forward in their career. You know, so a guy like Shedeur Sanders, a 5th round pick, you don't usually see that. I think the last, what was it, Puka Nacua was one of the last 5th round picks that was in a position like this. But let's just say, because you know the haters are going to come. The haters going to say that it's just a replacement, right? It's just he didn't deserve it, or the haters going to be there. But we know that the NFL is a business, right? We know that the NFL is a business, right? They want eyeballs on these Pro Bowls, just like the NBA and the All-Star games. They got to find a way to get back the eyeballs to these games, make it relevant again. Because right now, people, they don't really care. The NFL games, the NFL Pro Bowl game, what's going on? What are they going to be doing? A lot of people don't know. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in years. But guess what? This year, along with myself, along with a lot of other people out there, should I say, we're going to be watching the Pro Bowl. We're going to be watching for 2, or should I say for 12, double S 12. That's what we're going to be watching it for. And the NFL is not dumb. They were like, we need Drake May to go to the Super Bowl because that'll open up a spot. And we know who's going to be in that spot, dog, and that is Shedeur Sanders. Because if we have him there competing in these quarterback drills, whether it's all the type of drills that they have, pinpoint accuracy, this, that, and the other, scramble drills, whatever it is, speed drills, IQ drill, whatever it is they want to have there at the Pro Bowls game, Pro Bowl competition, is going to be an advantage. It's going to be advantageous for the NFL to have Shedeur Sanders there. They know what's going to come along with it. He's leading the NFL in jersey sales. Why shouldn't we have him there at the All-Star, basically the All-Star game, the All-Pro game, the Pro Bowl games, to bring more light to our league and what we're doing in the NFL? Shedeur Sanders is that guy. They are recognizing it. They are knowing it. They should have already been seeing it. And what he's done this year to bring the Cleveland Browns to be, they had to be top viewed team, one of the top viewed teams in the league this year. So you put all that, take all that in accountability or to in an account, and you're going to say, we got to have Shedeur there. We got to have our star power there at the Pro Bowl. And that's how it works. It's business at the end of the day. And you got to have Shedeur Sanders there. I think he performed well enough to be considered, as far as moving up that ladder. He performed just well enough, winning those last couple games, performing, coming up clutch. But the main thing is the eyeball. They'll be crazy to have this man sitting at home and replace Drake May with somebody else, It's So it's all about, as Reverend BJ Nelson just said, that money on. Shout out to the Runyon Canyon. We call it the Munyon Canyon. Sanders becomes one of the few fifth-round rookies to make a Pro Bowl roster, joining players such as I said earlier, wide receiver Puka Nakua from the Rams. He did it in 2023. And we've seen where his career has gone since then. I think he was up for Offensive Player of the Year this year, along with Smith and Jigma from Seattle. So this is going to help propel and carry his career, and with those contract negotiations and things of that nature, it's always going to help out. Now, what are they going to do next year when Deshaun Watson comes back and he's completely healthy? Are they going to allow him to compete with Shedeur for that starting spot? Should I say they're going to allow Shedeur to compete with him for that starting spot? I think it's going to really matter who they bring in as their head coach. I've seen talks have ended with a couple of their candidates out there. So we're going to see where they go as far as the head coaching direction for the Cleveland Browns. And I think that's going to be essential to what they think about Shedeur Sanders being their starting quarterback heading into the future. Oh, now Crossover MMA in the building. Y'all check him out on my channel later on and on Crossover MMA's channel later on. He'll be going live right here. So y'all stay tuned for that. Join in and join the conversation. Shout out to Mama Tia in the chat. Said, good afternoon, Chico. Super great news. Yes, indeed, Mama Tia. Thank you for joining once again. We broke it on the morning run just a minute ago, myself and Uncle Neely. And now it's official, like a gangster with a pistol or a referee with a whistle, that Shedeur Sanders will be going to the Pro Bowl. Y'all let me know in the chat right now. Will you guys be watching because of this reason right here? Because of Shedeur is going to the Pro Bowl now? Did you guys watch last year? Did you watch it all? Any Pro Bowls? And with Shedeur being added now, I know it's going to bring a lot more eyeballs to it, and they're going to realize this, dog. And the Cleveland Browns should realize that it shouldn't be no quarterback controversy. The only reason why I think it is because of Deshaun Watson's contract. With his contract, they got to find out what they're going to do with that and to move forward. But I think they should know that they have their guy. Look at Darnold, QB up there in Seattle, right? He was a number 3 pick, but I think what they've done in Seattle is put pieces around this guy on a smaller contract deal. Now you can add pieces around. Shedeur Sanders has an even smaller contract, being a 5th round situation, 5th round pick. Now you got to get rid of Deshaun Watson in that contract, and you could continue to build around Shedeur Sanders. I think they're over the salary cap right now, so they got to make some smart moves by the GM to get under that cap. And also, you got to think about this: if you're the Cleveland Browns, you're going to have a lot of people want to come play with Shedeur Sanders. So you got to have some cap room and some abilities to be able to sign some of those guys who are going to want to come play with Shedeur, whether that's receivers, offensive linemen, or whatever. This guy has that as he was that gravitas, right, to where he can attract more people to come play with him in Cleveland. And I think it starts at the Pro Bowl now. You saw a lot of people, they network at the Pro Bowl. In the past, they network at the Pro Bowl. They tell, hey man, I just watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers documentary that Warren Sapp recommended, right? And you saw Keyshawn Johnson at the Pro Bowl conversing with Warren Sapp and other Tampa Bay Buccaneers players saying, man, I can get you guys over that hump. That's how he ended up being in Tampa Bay. That's how they ended up winning the Super Bowl, from conversing at the Pro Bowl. Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice, same thing. So I think this would be a situation where you'll see Shedeur Sanders at the Pro Bowl. It's going to be guys watching when you see it on camera now. It's going to be guys coming up to Shedeur Sanders as if he's the Pied Piper or somebody. I don't know. That might be a bad term. But anyway, they're going to be around Shedeur Sanders. You're going to always know where he is. There's going to probably be more cameras around him than anybody, right? Anyone else there. And you will see the pool that Shedeur Sanders has. And I think a lot of people are going to want to come play with him in Cleveland or no matter where he is in the league. All right. So that's great news. Y'all put a hand clap in the chat. Y'all put a congratulations in the chat. Y'all put, please, a legendary in the chat for Shedeur Sanders for becoming being named and added to the Pro Bowl games roster. Named as a replacement quarterback, reported by NFL insiders Daniel Oyefuse and Tom Pelissero. Schultz report, officially recognized as a Pro Bowl selection, drafted 144 in the fifth round, quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. What a day. What a damn day. Many more to come. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all know what it is. Biggest dog Chico to the scene, the place to be. I just had to pop in and pop out real quick, let y'all know what the hell is going on right here from me. All right. I know y'all see it from other places, but right here from me. If I'm going to come on here and say something, better believe it's actual and it's factual. And I'm the one that you need to come back to. You understand me? Just to get your groove on. All right. Other than that, we're going to be up and about here. Y'all hit the like, subscribe, coming out, other good stuff. It's the biggest dog Chico to the scene, the place to be. Appreciate y'all if y'all join the channel. Also, become a member. All right. That's how you could donate right there. People asked me before, said, Chico, I need a PayPal. Well, scan that code right there on the screen with